Welcome back, everyone. I've got my race face on because, well, this is the race. It's round 14 in Italy, in Monza, for the Formula 1 Blundering Series. I qualified in pole position, spectacularly in the rain by about 4.3 seconds. It's going to be dry in the race by the looks of things, so I doubt I'll have that advantage again, so they could be all over me at the start. Hamilton currently leads the championship on 169, Vettel's 4 points behind, Webber's on 161 and I'm on 158, so as you can see it's pretty close stuff. The real race was won by Alonso, the real 2010 season, and Button was second and Massa was third. So I'm just tweaking with my setup ever so slightly. Whether it'll do any good, I do not know. But yeah, we'll mess with the ride height. I had that slightly higher because it was raining. I wanted to improve grip. Whether that makes sense, I don't know. But I'll put it back to 1 now. I generally go for quite a cautious setup. I was going for professional setups in the earlier rounds and I was suffering a bit. But I'm not a very professional driver. I don't know if you've noticed. This is on Pro mode. There is a mode above this called Legend, but I'm doing it on Pro to try and make it a bit exciting. Monza is a very quick circuit. If you didn't watch practice on qualifying, 5.793 kilometres or 3.6 miles. There's a very tight corner with a short run in from the grid, so there could be a bit of carnage. I'm in Jenson Button's car, so that's me in pole position. Hamilton, my teammate and race leader, third. And the Red Bulls are in second and, well, third place. I think Hamilton must be fourth. Right, here we go. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone tries and chucks it down the inside, so I might try and cut that off. Here we go. This could end very quickly, but I'm off to a pretty good start. Alonso second, Hamilton third, Webber fourth. What's happened to Vettel? I think Vettel's got a slow getaway. Whoops, and that's way wide. There's going to be bother here. Well, anyway, I didn't cut that corner because I cut back, but I didn't lose too much time either. So we won't question that. I got away with it, but Alonso's right up behind me. Oh dear. Right, okay. So just got to take it easy. Don't get bashed by anyone. I'm not losing anyone. We're all very close. So I'm first, second Alonso, third Webber, fourth Lewis Hamilton. Let's keep it together here. I think Vettel was further back on the grid than I originally thought. I remembered that wrong. Right, try and hit the apex. Got a small gap there. Hamilton's a red dot on the map. He's the race leader. So the protagonists in this championship at the moment are Hamilton, Vettel, Webber and me. We're the ones in with a shout as it gets close. Probably do that a lot quicker, but I'm just trying to keep it nice and easy because I am pulling away ever so slightly. Hopefully it stays dry in this race and doesn't get wet at all. There's a lot of corners where it's very tricky to get right, and this is another one. It's a sweeping corner. I don't know whether to go deep there or cut in inside, but yeah, I think Alonso and Webber are holding each other up with their battle, so it's a nice gap I've got. Yeah, that's good. A sub 130 off the grid. I'm pleased with that as the first one. Right, now, I was very lucky I didn't get a warning for cutting the corners here, so let's slow right down. Again, I've gone in pretty deep. Oh my god. Yeah, lost bags of time there and they're back behind me. Oh, that first corner is very tricky. Because I haven't got much downforce on it, the car does not want to brake there. Someone could be, I think Alonso could be lining up a takeover move here. Oh dear, that was pretty bad. Let's go in early. Oops! Yeah, warning for cutting corners. Now, if I cut too many, if I get too many warnings, they will bring me in for a drive-through penalty. And in 30% race distance, as I said countless times before, that'll be raced over because I'll be completely and utterly out of the points. Everyone's running very low downforce here, so quite easy to spin off. So there might be a few accidents, I do not know, but hopefully none involving me, as I seem to pull away slightly again. They're very close together, Webber and Alonso, Webber and Hamilton. Very close together indeed. I suspect they're all holding Lewis Hamilton up. But hopefully they collide into each other, so I've got a big gap. So I've opened up the lead again. I just need to get that first hairpin correct, and I think I might be able to gradually just edge away. In practice, I was 2/10 slower than Vettel, full fastest. Here, it seems to be handling it quite well. Good, quicker. This is good. So I've just got to keep it on the track, but easier said than done. In practice and qualifying, I was off quite a lot, so just poodle around here. Seems very slow indeed. My setup means I'm very dangerous around slow corners. When I say dangerous, my car's dangerous to drive. Feels like I'm on ice, but extremely fast accelerating on the straights. I've got a fast throttle map and I've changed the gearing ever so slightly. Much quicker than before. That's better. It still wasn't perfect, much better than other ones. Am I holding Alonso and Webber up? They seem to be quicker than me through Sector 1. We seem to be roughly the same in Sector 2. In the last sector I tend to... Oh no! Disaster. Oh, Webber's spun round as well. That was a disaster. Right, that puts me back into 8th place. That was a disaster really. I went wide, hit the gravel and span the car round. Fortunately I'm still in 8th place, but yeah, that's a disaster. In race we might be out of it, but the good news is Webber seemed to spin as well. I don't know if we collided with each other, or maybe he took avoiding action to avoid me more than likely. Right, can we get past Liuzzi on braking here straight away? The car doesn't seem to have taken any damage. Right, that's Liuzzi done in the false injury, so that's quite promising. I can overtake quite easily the slower cars. That puts me to 7th place. Next up is Michael Schumacher in the Mercedes. So we won't dwell on that mistake. Let's just concentrate and try and get it back. Webber is 3rd in the championship ahead of me. 3 points clear, but I know he's way down the order as well. Alonso leads. Right, Michael Schumacher. I must be able to get past him in the Mercedes. He's not going to make it easy for me though. He's a 7 times world champion. Can I get a run into this corner? I'm a bit far back. I might have a look. I don't want to crash into and get a penalty. Whoa! He broke well early there. And I was late into the... Yeah, I've got a warning again. Corner cutting. Normally, if you cut a corner, you have to let the... gain an advantage. You have to let the car back in front. But I think I caused Michael maybe to have to slow right down. He went slightly off. So up into 5th place. Sebastian Vettel 4th. Next one up for Red Bull. We're on lap 4 of 16. Can I catch Vettel? Well, it's made it a bit more exciting, me spinning anyway, so now I have to try and cut my way through the field. It's got quite a quick pit entry here for the pit stop, so I shouldn't lose too much time. It's just a question if I'm held up by other cars coming in, because they'd only release me if it's safe. I don't know when we're coming in, it's either lap 5 or lap 6. But that is Vettel next up. Let's see if anyone darts into the pits early. Someone's in. Who's that? There's 2 cars in. One of them is Alonso. He's pitted quite early. Felipe Massa now leads for Ferrari. Oh no, Alonso's still there, is he not? Or is that going to update? It says 3rd on the caption. Yeah, Alonso has pitted, so I'm in 3rd place. 1st Massa, 2nd Vettel, 3rd me, and Schumacher behind me slightly, but a little distance. So hopefully I can get past Alonso, or at least close him up on this, on the pit stops. I'm on the fast tyre, so I'm doing an extra lap on the quick tyre. He's now going over to primes, I presume. So if I can keep this nice and tidy, I might be able to get past Alonso. I don't know where Webber is, right down the field. I think Hamilton pitted on the last lap also. So I don't know where that's going to put him, but hopefully amongst the traffic to hold him up a bit. He hasn't scored any points for lots of races now. Oops, well deep there. Quite a lot of runoff there though, so that helps me. That might have compromised the lap. But I'm pitting on the end of this one. We need a very quick pit stop. 4.2 is the quickest pit stop I've done so far in this championship. I'd like something like that. Worst case scenario, well, more than that really. Right, let's just speed in. The car automatically decelerates so I don't exceed the pit limits. Right, so watch, this is going to be critical. Vettel's now in the lead. Massa's 2nd. Where am I going to come out? Hamilton's 17th, it says there. He might have had an off. I don't know why Lewis Hamilton's in 17th. I think he must have had a spin. That's a disaster for his championship. Right, where am I going to come out here? Where am I going to come out? Vettel's 1st. I'm in 12th. No, 13th behind Shandok, who hasn't pitted yet. Right, whoops. Let's make sure I'm not just about okay. Doesn't count as a corner cut because I drove back onto the line. 13th. So Shandok hasn't come on into the pitch yet, but he'll be one of the slowest cars on the circuit. You'll have to watch it as I overtake him. Don't want to crash into it. It's quite easy to get penalties here. Is he going to let me round? Oh, he's very close call. Yeah, he caught my back wheel then, and he span. Right. That was dangerous. That was dangerous. I went through a place where you shouldn't really overtake. He didn't leave me enough room, Shandok. Caught my back wheel. I just managed to hold it, and he span. And that was close to the gravel again. I can't afford to make any more mistakes. So Massa is 11th after his pit stop. I'm 12th, so I presume this is pretty good grid positioning or track positioning when everything evens itself out. Oh, another warning. I can't have too many more of those and I'm going to get penalised. I think when this is all straightened out, I'm going to be in 4th or 5th place perhaps. I need Vettel to have a very slow pit stop. Lap 6 of 16 over third distance now. Whoops. Just managed to hold that by easing off, but a great track this. I need some more people to pit. There's someone in. There's 3 cars in the pit. Someone coming out. Where's that putting me? Oh dear. Right, right. Oh dearie me. There was a crash there. I think someone come out of the pits and had a crash. I was very lucky to avoid that. Right, so I'm behind Hamilton. He's jumped me. But he might have to make another pit stop. Because he was in 17th before. Unless he just made an early pit stop. If he has, that's absolute genius. Right, see if I can reel him in. First, Nico Rosberg now for Mercedes. Oh, Nick, that was terrible. Schumacher 8, so he's held position behind me, but he's a lot closer than before. Right, Mercedes lead, Mercedes in 8th place also. Lap 7 of 24. I need to break free of Schumacher, which looks like I'm doing. And maybe reel in Hamilton, because I don't know what strategy he's on now. First of all, I thought he span, he might have done, or he just might have made a really early pit stop. Cool. See? Yeah, another warning. Nicky, oh! God, car slide all over the place. How many warnings can you have? I mean, it's just by like centimetres that was cutting. Maybe it registers the severity of how much you cut it, and it's only been slight each time. Come on, let's try and catch up my teammate Lewis Hamilton. He's not going to make it easy for me to overtake. Oh, but he's ducked into the pits. Well, that's the end of his race. He's not going to score any points. Right, Trulli leads now. Trulli has the lead. Rosberg, has he got into the pits and come out in front of me? That's going to update round this corner. Just make sure I nail this. Right, that's the first time I've done it right, I think. Right, so Rosberg's pitted. That's taking him out of position. The first is Alonso still. A Ferrari in Italy. They can be well excited about that. Massa's 4th, I'm 5th, and Schumacher is 6th. I don't know who 2nd and 3rd are. But Hamilton won't be getting any points here. If he does, it will just be like small points. And I'm only 11 points behind him. So I'm currently 5th in this race. That's okay points. But Alonso's currently 6th in the championship. And he's only 17 points behind me. So if it finishes like that, he'll really close up. Massa's on 142. About 16 points behind me, so I'm on 158. Ferrari really getting back into this. Oh, that's the quickest lap I've done so far on the split. Come on. Can I catch Felipe Massa? The crew seem to think so. Lap 8 of 16, so about halfway round the course. It doesn't look like Schumacher's going to be able to mount a challenge to me. Holding in quite well, but he is there. One error only will be passed. Looks like Massa's struggling to get past someone, and that's holding him up. We'll probably get him on this straight though. I think they're alongside each other, are they? Watch for the closing speed. There was a crash here a couple of laps ago.
You're in 4th place.
I'm in 4th, so someone else has pitted. Yeah, it's Kovalainen in the Lotus. He's doing a really late pit stop. Oh, well done to him. So that puts him... Where is he now? He's 3rd. So he's completely out of position. He hasn't pitted, so he's in a false position. Is he going to let me pass here? I did have a bit of a dodgy one with Shandok. I'm not sure if I should risk this. But all the time I'm behind Kovalainen, Massa's going to accelerate away, and Schumacher's going to gradually gain on me. So I need to get past Kovalainen quite quickly, and I'm too far away at the moment. Oops! Nick. Oh my word. Schumacher's passed. that is not helpful, and a Renault almost passed Petrov, the Russian. So at least I didn't spin that time, but I lost bags of time. Cool, what a race this is. Quite a lot of incidents by numerous cars around the circuit, which is helping, but after all this, Jarno Trulli is in the lead. Drop behind Michael Schumacher is not good, so it looks like it's damage limitation this. A very tricky track to stay on, for me anyway. Car's still behaving well, so maybe I can get Michael back. 9 laps of 16. Yeah, very slow lap there. Right, got to keep that side of Petrov. Hamilton's got up to 14th, you've noticed there. So he might get back in the points. Anything could happen. Right, Schumacher isn't getting away, he's just up there. I can still see the dust coming up from his tyres. Come on, Michael. Come back to me. Yeah, Kovalainen was the problem there. So Kovalainen hopefully will hold up Michael Schumacher. But Massa's got way away now. Jarno Trulli, he must be pitting soon. That'll move me up a position. If he's pitted already, well done him. I think this might be Kovalainen here. I can't see properly. No, it's Schumacher. Right, so I've caught him up relatively quickly, and I can see Kovalainen just ahead of him. Unless Kobe's pitted since. Right, I might be able to get him. Yeah, I think he's a sitting duck. Oh, look how slow he went there. I was lucky I didn't get a penalty for touching him. Right, so he's slow in the entrance of that. I don't know if he brake tested me on purpose. But if I just get close enough to him, I should be able to pass him on the start-finish straight. Right, let's just ease round here. Close in, close in. Accelerate now. Come on, car, hold the lap. Try and get in the slipstream. Right, I might be able to get him. I'm a little way back, but I might be able to get him here. It's going to be quite a big closing speed. Make sure I don't crash at the back of him. We're through, I think. Nope. Yeah. He's better under braking than me because I've got less downforce on. Dearie me, how do you brake? How am I going to outbrake him if he's got better brakes? And all the while Petrov is looking at this. Damn it. If I kept on the track the whole time, I had a good chance of winning this. But I'm being held up by traffic. Right. Gone in wide again. That's my favourite thing to do. So we're all quite close together here, aren't we? And Petrov is slowly catching me. He's closer to me than I am to Michael, only because I can't get past the man. Right, let's try another lap. I'm running out of laps here. But 5th place wouldn't be too bad in terms of points, but I want a few more than that to get me up the championship here. Because the car is quite competitive. It is quite fast. Right, this is where he was slow entry.
We've got this guy.
Yeah, I might be able to line up another pass because my tyres must be better. Yeah, I'm closing slightly here. Can I line him up for another? Yeah, look at that. Right, if I can line him up again here. There's a car in front of him that's causing problems. Don't know who that is. I think Kovalainen might have pitted there. So it's a different car. Right, here we go. Can I get two? Oh, this is interesting. No! It is Kovalainen. Can I get him as well? We'll go for it. We'll go for it. Leave me some room, Kovy. Yeah? Brilliant. Brilliant. 2 cars on 1 corner. Awesome. I was saying my brakes weren't as good, but they must have been. That was awesome. 2 positions. That's put me up into 2nd place. Trying to chase Felipe Massa. Great race by Michael Schumacher. Kovalainen's still got to come in, I would have thought. And that'll put Schumacher 3rd. Is that going to happen? Or maybe he has to pit as well still. We'll soon find out. There's not too many more laps to go. Can I reel in Massa? Yeah, I was behind him before. Shame I went off slightly. Where's Alonso after all this? His teammates showing him up. Right, 2nd place. That's 18 points. The Red Bull's nowhere to be seen. Webber did have that spin. Well, maybe caused by me. We don't know. Vettel's disappeared. Hamilton's outside. Well, with the last check we got on Hamilton, he was 14th, wasn't he? So this is looking good for me. And also good for Massa. He's currently 5th. But maybe I can gain him. I don't know how fast he's going. Right, when we cross the line, let's try and get hopefully give me an update on where my teammate is, Lewis Hamilton. Quite an exciting race, this one. A lot going on. That's the quickest lap I've done so far. Hamilton 22nd. He's having a mare of a season now. Had an actually genius season starting up, and he just hasn't scored for ages, and he is not going to score here from 22nd place. I'm trying to do the maths in my head here. Would this put me in the lead of the championship from nowhere if I finish second or first? I think it might do. Right, let's not count the chickens before they've hatched, because I could easily spin off again here, but with Michael Schumacher third, Kovalainen has pitted now, and Kubica fourth, and they're not lacking particularly quick. Even if I did go off, as long as the car kept running, I think I still get a good position. How much do I push to try and get Massa back? Well, a lot, I think. Come on. The problem is when you push, the likelihood is you're going to drive off the track. First, Felipe Massa from Brazil in the Ferrari in Monza. He'll be a hero if he wins that. Second, me in the McLaren. Third, Michael Schumacher, the German, for Mercedes. Fourth, Polish driver Robert Kubica in the Renault. So it's a different manufacturer in each of the 4 different positions. That's good. Right, let's see if we can get a gap. A timing gap when we cross the finishing straight. It's a bit of a straight there, so I've got time to look at it this time. But after this, only laps 14, 15 and 16 left, so 3 laps. What's the gap? Well, about 2 or so seconds, is it? Yeah. And I've got about 3 seconds over Schumacher, edging to 4 seconds. I'm just about to see Massa turn in there. Let's not get too excited about this. I needed to have a bit of a bad lap, but third place Schumacher is dropping away, so it's just Massa versus me for the win, I think. The Ferrari Tifosi, the fans, will not want me to catch him. I will want to. I've got quite a few second places in this championship so far. Hopefully consistency wins the day. Come on. But I won the last race in Belgium from pole position. So, you know, beforehand, if someone said, do you want first then second place in the next 2 races, I would have taken that for sure. 2 wins would be better. But I thought I was catching Felipe Massa, but I don't seem to be doing so. My laps are the quickest I have done so far, but it's only because the track's rubbering in, and my tyres aren't too bad, and the fuel load's going down. So the car responds slightly better. Yeah, Massa's pacing this. I don't think I can get him. I'm not gaining anything through sector 3. I get closest through the first hairpin at the end of this straight, but that's only because he's closed down so much. We're slowed down so much, and we just have to take that as slow as we can. Yeah, see, he's going quite fast as well. So he's responded. Hamilton 21st. He's got past 1 car. Yeah, he's further ahead than the last lap. He's going to have a spin or something, or a car failure for me to get him. But I'll keep pushing anyway. That white dot's too far ahead. Reminds me a bit of when I was chasing Mark Webber in Germany. Come second there as well, but he had a superior pit stop strategy. I can see the dust from his wheels there still. Felipe Massa. If he wins this will be his 2nd win of the season. It's pretty good going. And he'll be the lead Ferrari still. Yeah, this is going to be interesting because he was only... I did know, he's only 16 points behind me in the championship. You get 25 for a race win, 7 for second, 18 for second, so 7 points gap, that's what I was working towards. So he'll gain on me by 7 points. I don't know where this will put him in the championship. I need to be stopped driving and calculate it. I'm sure it'll add it up at the end, won't it? Lap 15 of 16, I'm not going to catch Massa unless he does anything seriously wrong. Right, last lap, and that was my quickest lap so far, so let's just concentrate here. But what an odd 3 this will be. Massa, me, then Schumacher, Kubica 4th. Renault will be ecstatic with that. I don't know where that'll move him in the championship. It's Renault versus Mercedes for that sort of place, but I think Mercedes have pretty much got it. 19 rounds of the championship, and this is round 14. I think it's going to be a close one to the end now. There's bound to be a few races I'm not very good at, or the car's not very competitive, but You know, if I keep finishing on the podium, then I'm going to be a contender from nowhere. The Ferrari pit garage is starting to get excited. He's only got about half a lap left. It'll be a Ferrari win. The real race in 2010 season was won by Alonso, so it's Ferrari again. Now it's his teammate to have a go at it. Will Massa spin off on the last corner? My thoughts are no. But second place, I'm going to have second place. That's great because I had a few incidents in this, didn't I? I've been off a couple of times, I think. One of them was a major spin, a collision with Webber. Don't know where that put Webber in the race, but he took longer to get the car back on the track than me. And it's way, way down. Don't know if he's in the points or not, to be fair. Last corner. Second place, that is a save. That's great, I'm well pleased with that. Massa wins. I'm second. Great. That's really good for the championship. It might even put me in the lead. First on the grid, second in the race. 127.2. Is that good? Probably not.
Just fantastic.
Well, he's pleased.
Points.
Yeah, Schumacher 4th, Rosberg 5th, Al-Jaswari points, Alonso 7th somehow, Kobayashi 8th, 9th Vettel, yeah, Red Bull had a nightmare there, 9th Vettel, 10th Hulkenberg. Hamilton there in 21st place, and Webber even further down. Well, I've really gained on me and Massa really gained on the opposition there. What's that going to do for the championship? Interesting. I think I might be in the lead. I might be. 2.9 seconds behind Massa in the end. What an odd race that one was. Mercedes are quite pleased. I'm leading 176. Second Hamilton 169. Massa's now jumped into third ahead of both Red Bulls. Now this is going to be a very exciting championship now. Excellent. I think it's Singapore next. I'm not absolutely sure. Could be. Brilliant. Well, I hope you liked having a look at that race there. It's getting excited from me being nowhere. Yeah, so McLaren lead the championship. Thanks for watching as always. Until next time, take care and a very warm goodbye.
Goodbye.